My apartment building that I live in has their alarm going off. So sorry about the delayed intro. I kept it going until I could turn the mic on. How's it going, Chris? How are you? So yeah, sorry about that, but we're here. Let me just turn the comments on and such. What is going on here? There we go. All right. And there it goes. And there it goes. It's like, is the building on fire or is it not on fire? Dude, as soon as I hit the go live button, it was almost like I thought Haps added a new like high pitched beep. Anyways, thanks for being here. Let's continue on. Holy moly. This year is getting to be as strange as last year's. Or last year, rather. Ugh. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Or this happens. It's very hard to concentrate with that going on. So continuing on here, I've got this. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, I have this new graphic up that is this rhino, and I keep evolving it because I plan on. Hey, Lindsay, how are you? I plan on evolving it and doing something really neat with it, involving some animation. Firstly, I'm really happy to announce that one of my friends actually purchased my first augmented reality print of this. I'm still working on it, but I've sold it already, which is pretty exciting. And I'm just adding a little bit more. I have a couple of elements that I want to put in there that that is going to lend itself to this layering technique for augmented reality. Hey, what's up, Shabazz? How are you? Hope everyone's well. So yeah, I actually have to load this up really quick, so I'll show you. Shout out to Lynchburg. Um, yeah, here we go. And then Rhino 2 Blend. So this is an app called Blender. I use it for mostly post-production and photorealistic renders and things like that. I haven't really gotten into the sculpting or modeling aspects yet, but yeah, it's coming along. Let me just turn the ambient occlusion and all that stuff on here. Just let this puppy warm up here. What do I use for 3D art? A bunch of programs, really. I'm learning Blender for modeling for the pet. Oh, nice. Very cool. Yeah, I use Blender. I use Medium by Adobe, which is VR. So I started this in VR and then ended up creating some original materials and things like that. So what I'm really pleased with and that I'm working on right now is the subsurface scattering right here. So there's like this fleshy kind of, it doesn't really look good when I have the armor and stuff like that off, but this is one layer that I did that's in ZBrush, which is this guy right here. So I took this geometry and I ended up bringing it into here and creating a kind of like a subsurface, a subsurface scatter node, but at the bottom it looks really cool because the reflection makes it look very translucent, which is why I've decided to make this a female rhino and also pregnant, which would be kind of cool because I think seeing the rhino in there would add a lot of visual appeal to this one piece. So, what got you into 3D art? Drawing and also seeing the industry lend its tools to the public, so to speak, you know, because there's a lot of, especially in the early 2000s, you know, we nobody really had a home based computer to create graphics like this, you know. So that's what got me into it. The affordability, kind of. Looks like lava glowing. Yeah, yeah, it's really cool. It's got a very neat looking translucency and subsurface scattering too. Because in the node here, I did set this to where is it? This guy right here got some subsurface color. You only need a little bit of subsurface for the light to penetrate into the geometry and make a glow like that, you know? So I chose to create like a dark rouge uh, color, which I could change on the fly and just mess around with different ideas, you know? It looks like it's too blue up there. That's interesting. Anyways, just experimenting. Looks like lava glowing. Sure does. See, and here comes the fire department for the building. Oh, so the augmented reality aspect of it is going to have this light shift. So you'll see that it's like kind of subsurface and like fleshy looking, but then when the light changes, you get to see that dark part underneath, and you get a nice blue background color there. But it's a nice little shift. You should have made it as a loot 3D animation where the red part looks like flowing like liquid. Yeah, I'm gonna do something like that, but it's gonna be more like glass, you know, and it depends on the direction that you're looking at it in, you know. Okay, cool. So that's pretty much it right there. Now I need to work on the baby rhino, which I'm not going to put too much work into because we're only going to be seeing a silhouette. So I just want to get a rough idea of this thing. Not too dense. There we go. Move this up a little bit. I don't have a very fast computer, but I know how to, overclock it and run the crap out of the processor. It's just a 2017 gaming computer, an Asus G20 with 32 gigs of RAM and a GTX 1070. Hey, thanks, Samuel. I appreciate it. So I think that's all I'm going to do about that. But some of the pictures that I've seen of baby rhinos, they have these huge feet. So I think I'm going to use this inflate tool here, this brush, and then just bring the feet, just expand them a little bit. Where are you? Inflate, 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 inflate. Let's press I. Inflate. There we go. And I guess we'll just select these from a side view using this trusty select lasso tool. Yeah, and just expand these out a bit. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know about Haps. I see some of you aren't on Haps and are from other platforms. You should check it out. It's a really cool app uh, that allows you to multi-stream. There's a great community of artists on here. So if you're into 3D art or watching people make 3D art or make music, Haps is a really cool place to go. So I would highly recommend at least checking it out. I'm on here a few days a week, but when I'm working on projects, I tend to just jump on and share my creation process, whether it be 3D or 2D or what have you. Okay. Just gonna save that. Yeah, right? That is the truth. So I'm just filling in the rest of this. I have so many places to fill, so just kind of having at it. King of the Wave. It's interesting. My computer hates me right now. That's another thing I wanted to do too, is put some eyeball reference in there. So let's do that. I'm just going to add a sphere. First, I'm going to save because man, I've had a few crashes that kind of screwed with me this past week. So save and save often, folks, because you lose a lot of stuff, especially in the computer land, you know. Okay, eyeballs. Let's append a sphere into the scene. Append. Oops. Append. Sphere 3D. It's ready to come in super huge, like it always does. So I'm going to grab the move tool here, select the layer that has the sphere, which will at some point be the eye, and we're going to scale this way down. Does not need to be that big. Just rotate this way and bring this closer to where it needs to be. And bring it in here on the x-axis. Just kind of zoom in here a little bit, and we'll pop that sucker right in. There we go. And then just to save ourselves the time of having to place that exactly in the same spot on the other side, there's a handy dandy little plugin here, Transpose Master. Nope, that's not it. What is it? Subtool Master, that's what it is. Mirror. And oh wait, I have to duplicate it first. So I'm going to go in here and duplicate the eyeball. And then go back in here under mirror, and as a subtool on the x-axis, and then voila, we have the right eyeball as well. Okay, very good. Okay. far, so good. Okay. Okay. A few more details. This might be a little too ambitious. Let's see what happens here. Well, that worked, except for the top part here. Okay. So I'm just going to select this top surface. There we go. That's much better. All right. I think that's looking pretty good. I think what I will do. Which one is it? This guy right here. I don't know if I want to get rid of that or. I'm going to bring it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I should also add like an umbilical cord really quickly. Or I got here? 6,000? Really? Alright. Interesting. Let's remesh that. That's strange. I wonder why that is happening. Because I have this layer and this layer, and every time I choose one or the other. Huh. It's only capable of showing one at a time? I don't know. That's weird. I'll turn this off here for a second. Okay, yeah, it's there. I also want to move that in there just a bit more because it doesn't look like it's attached. So okay, it's looking good. Let's export this sucker. I'm going to save it really quick, and then let's experiment with some of those materials I made in the other app there. Thanks for being here. If you guys are still here, the chat's a little quiet. Don't know if anyone's still watching. If you are, thank you so much for being here. Okay. We're just going to export all of this. So I'm going to select all, export, Rhino, AR Rhino 3, R, AR Rhino 3. Okay. And that's on the desktop. Okay. So now I'm just going to let it do its thing. And I will be right back. Hey, what's up, Hernan? How are you? All right. I am going to use this, but I'm going to replace everything here. So I'm going to go into a new collection here. New Rhino. Okay. Now I'm just going to go into here and import the file I just exported out of ZBrush, which was Rhino desktop. Let's see, Rhino. It was called AR Rhino. And I did put it on the desktop. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. It's called AR Rhino 3. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing it. Maybe it's not even done exporting. Maybe I should check that out. Because I do have a slow computer. Oh, there it goes. I think it's still exporting. Yep, still exporting. Okay. Yeah, see? Slow as computer. How do I... So strange. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it's still... Yeah, switching to Subtool 4. Wow. Okay. So it's going to take a second because there are, wow, about 9 million polygons. It'll take a second. Okay, now it exported. I'm going to go in here, just kind of re-import this here file. Import FBX. There we go. Then AR Rhino. There it is. Almost 400. Well, that's not bad. All right, so I'm going to import this in. See what happens. What kind of animal is that? It's a rhino, but it's a artistic, stylized version of it. So it's going to take a second. It's got to now import everything into this file. So I'm actually quite surprised that my camera hasn't frozen yet. But of course, now that I mention that, it's probably going to happen. But having two very CPU-intensive 3D programs open at the same time normally bogs my system down. But the frame rate of my video is pretty awesome. So I got that going for me. All right, I shall return in a few once this loads up. Still going. Sorry about the wait here. You know what? I am going to take off because I don't think anybody is in here anyways. And I will come back on a little bit later when my computer is a little less temperamental. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you later. Thank you. Bye.